A student who is going to appear for interview in their detailed application form has to write what are the important hobbies and extracurriculars which they have been pursuing, and one cannot lie over there. They will easily catch you. Through this student wellness cell, Vision IAS has been providing professional counseling to those students who are in need of it, particularly to manage the stress and anxiety during their preparation of UPSC. So I personally request the students, please stop worrying about the failures. So that creates an unnecessary pressure in your entire preparation itself, and that will directly impact your own preparation.
Hello and welcome to this conversational series with our Vision IAS faculty. Today we will discuss about managing stress while undertaking UPSC preparation. And to discuss with this, we have today an esteemed faculty of Vision IAS, Rajesh sir. Welcome sir.
Thank you, Kapil. So I'm really glad that today we are here discussing regarding the stress management during UPSC preparation. This is one of the least discussed issue when it comes to the entire UPSC preparation.
Sir, before we dive into the details of managing stress, can you tell us what are the factors that contribute to stress while undertaking this preparation for UPSC?
Yes. See, it's very colorful when we see things from outside. So, if you, it's very famously, it comes in the form of various reels and shorts in YouTube regarding the UPSC aspirants, how they come after clearing the examination, their grand entry and their speech, everything. The kind of stress the aspirants go through to achieve this, or even during this entire process, it is really unimaginable. The recent issues just threw some light on this. Having been through this journey by myself, I myself have experienced this, and I have closely seen the kind of stress the aspirants go through it. So one thing, the entire process is a very long and tiresome process. So at least 1 year of preparation is required here, and after that there is 1 year of the examination cycle itself will take your time. During this entire process, to hold on to your nerves and giving your best is not an easy task. In addition to this, there are various other challenges, personal issues, financial issues, the family pressure, societal pressure. Because if an aspirant who is preparing for UPSC, he has to leave every aspect of these other things and he has to give complete focus here. So whereas their family, the friends, everyone are moving ahead in life, it feels like you are stuck here. And in some cases, it may also result in having a huge amount of stress, as well as ending up in depression too. It is because of the entire process, the tough competition. It is considered to be one of the toughest examination, and in spite of giving the best, we see some of the candidates not coming into the final rank list. So all this stress has added up and has created a huge burden on the student community.
Sir, as you mentioned that stress becomes the part of the process, and from it what emerges is that students, they tend to ignore that stress, or they are incapable of identifying that they are stressed. So what are some signs that can help students and aspirants identify that, okay, I'm going through this process of stress, so I have to do something about it?
Yes. So this kind of the issues, it is considered, it belongs to the new generation, Gen Z generation, right? So if you talk to about these kind of issues to any of the older generation people, they say there's nothing like this, there's no anxiety, nothing, it's just in your head. Okay, go watch a good movie. Okay, so have good time with your friends, like it will all be fine. But that time itself was totally different. The social setup, the kind of bond and the kind of interactions you used to have, that was totally different. And we are living in a totally different setup itself. And it is a reality that stress and depression is there to a very great extent in the student community. And we can identify this both in terms of physical as well as psychological behavior. The important physical signs would be loss of sleep, or having breathlessness, digestive issues, headache, dizziness, or even maybe sleeping too much. That is also due to some kind of issue only. Or in terms of behavioral characteristics, we can say one is totally irritated all the times, or fearful, anxious, not having a proper conversation in a group, not showing any kind of social skills. So all of these are some of the, we can say, key symptoms, characteristics through which we can identify a person is going through a lot of stress. And this identification is the first step. One has to identify this, then only we can work upon that.
Sir, so once somebody has identified, okay, like I am having issues related to stress and I have to manage it. So, what according to you are the best ways to manage stress?
See, if a person is going through stress, anxiety, and all this, so a simple thing is to divert away from the actual problem which is causing this. So you are not able to focus completely on the studies, please try to do something else temporarily. Okay, so like having extracurricular activity, hobbies, it will take your pressure off. Or even having some kind of physical exercise. Or if you are interested in traveling, okay, take a short break. So in spite of that, if one is not able to overcome this, okay, so it is happening repetitively, one should take the help of their family, friends, and if it is not working out, one should also go and take the professional help. Okay, so and this we have to accept. We have to accept that if one is required to take a professional help, there is no issue in that.
So, sir, as you mentioned that students and aspirants should not hesitate seeking professional help. And now Vision IAS is also helping students professionally in managing stress. So, can you throw some light more about what we are doing?
Yes. So at Vision IAS, we have a student wellness cell with the aim of providing professional help to those students who are undergoing stress, anxiety, or any kind of depression while preparing for UPSC. And through this cell, we want to provide a professional counseling to those students who are in need of it.
Sir, so we are trying to help student professionally managing their stress so that they can also prepare effectively for the exam. So can you lay out the process, how it goes on and how we undertake this exercise?
Through this student wellness cell, Vision IAS has been providing professional counseling to those students who are in need of it, particularly to manage the stress and anxiety during their preparation of UPSC. So we have been running this for our Vision IAS students since last April 2024. And very recently we have made it open to every UPSC aspirant, irrespective of their coaching affiliation. They can come, they can take an appointment and they can attend these sessions with these counselors. They are professionally trained specifically to deal with the student problems. And they try to provide help without any kind of judgment and with 100% privacy, so that one can truly deal with this, honestly make an effort to deal with this and strategize their overall preparation. And they use various scientific methods like cognitive behavioral therapy and few other stress management techniques. Anyone who is in need of such kind of help, please come forward and take this help. It is open for everyone.
Thank you, sir. So it is a very good initiative and will help a lot of students. So one thing also many people talk about is that hobbies and extracurricular activities, they are also very useful in managing stress. So how can student, develop or use hobbies and extracurricular activities for stress management?
See, the idea of having a hobby or any kind of extracurricular activities is to do something else during the free time. And an UPSC aspirant will never get a free time. So that is why most of the students, after they start their preparation, they stop pursuing these hobbies and extracurriculars. But they fail to understand that one cannot study for UPSC examination for 24 hours. Right? So you cannot just leave everything and just do only preparation of UPSC. So pursuing these kind of hobbies and extracurriculars is a very important way of relieving your stress. It will relieve the pressure which has been building up. And also, it is important from the UPSC's perspective too. A student who is going to appear for interview in their detailed application form has to write what are the important hobbies and extracurriculars which they have been pursuing. And one cannot lie over there. They will easily catch you. So both for your own stress relief as well as for your own preparation, in both the sense it's a win-win situation. Please pursue any kind of hobby or extracurriculars which you are interested in. And genuinely write about this in your DAF. So it can be anything which you can pursue during your free time. Okay, so at least once a week or once in few days you can take out time. Okay, so maybe it is some kind of physical exercise, walking or jogging, or maybe even traveling or reading. Okay, so all of these are very important channels which will ensure that you give your best performance while preparing. Because what you do during the 10-12 hours of daily preparation which you have to put in, so it does not only depend upon those 10-12 hours, it also depends upon the rest of the time what you are exactly doing. If you are not relieving of the stress, it will continue to build up and it will definitely impact your preparation itself.
So apart from hobbies and these extracurricular activities, physical activities specifically and food habits, they also play a role in stress management. So can you throw some light about it?
Yes, there are two aspects here. One is physical activity and then there is the food and nutrition. So let me talk about the physical activity. So physical activity is again one of the way of stress reliever. Okay, so let's say you go out, take some free time and go for a walking or jogging. Okay, so it's a way of releasing the stress. Second, it will also keep you healthy because the preparation process is, it's a very sedentary in nature. You have to sit continuously and continuously prepare, or even the writing test also. It is very much necessary that one remain fit physically during this entire process. So all such physical activities help you in keeping fit, at the same time a stress relieving activity. And few of the students also play some kind of sports during their free time. All of these are going to be very much helpful in keeping oneself fit. Food is the second aspect. So usually UPSC aspirants will give very less preference to what they eat. So either they end up eating too much or they eat very less. So we have to understand our physical as well as mental well-being depends upon what we eat. We need to eat healthy, we need to eat sufficiently, and we need to ensure that our food contains all the nutrients, all the various ingredients required for maintaining a good health. As Socrates said, food shall be our medicine. If any kind of issues, health issues which we are facing, first thing we have to focus upon what exactly we are eating. A proper diet, a well-balanced diet ensures that your physical and mental state is in a good condition. And this aspect we should not neglect at all.
Sir, one another common notion related to UPSC preparation is that you have to socially isolate yourself. And this also has an impact on stress levels. So what is the importance of social interaction in stress management?
So this is also one of the myths associated with UPSC preparation. Okay, so those days are gone where people used to think that you can just lock yourself in a room and prepare continuously without any kind of outside interaction, and you will thoroughly prepare and you will just go write exam and you will clear it. Those days are totally gone. UPSC is trying to check your overall personality. Okay, so that comes out even in your answer, even when you write the answers in your mains. The kind of analysis which you are making, the kind of examples which you are making, all of this depends upon your social interactions. And most importantly, your interview. Okay, so how exactly you are talking with your seniors, how analytically you see the issues, that all depends upon how we had interacted, how we had analyzed with our surroundings, how we have seen the problems, how we are trying to find the solutions. Having a total isolation is not at all suggested. At the same time, better social interactions also ensures that your stress levels, anxiety levels are reduced. Because when you share your problems, when you talk about your problems, you feel relieved. It is very much necessary. At the same time, a good social interaction with a good company, of course, will be better for strategy, resource sharing, and performance assessment, which is very much required in the present day of tough competition. And one can learn from others' mistake also. You cannot make all the mistakes by yourself, right? So when you talk with people, when you talk with the other aspirants, you get to know how exactly they're preparing, how exactly the method of preparation, what are the sources which they are following, and try to understand their issues, their problems, and try to find the solution together. So this kind of social interaction is very much necessary during the entire preparation, and that will holistically develop your personality.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening us about managing stress. So, any final tips that you would like to suggest to our aspirants related to stress management?
So whatever I'm sharing, it is based on my experience, my preparation time, as well as my experience of handling with the students. So one of the most important cause of this entire stress which I see is the pressure which they are taking upon themselves. The pressure of clearing this examination. The fear of failure. So I personally request the students, please stop worrying about the failures. So that creates an unnecessary pressure in your entire preparation itself, and that will directly impact your own preparation. You have to accept that there is a fair chance of not getting through this exam. Even with your 100% preparation, there is a possibility. But at the same time, there is also a fair chance of clearing this exam if you give your best. Once you accept that things can go wrong, you will be relieved of your pressure and you will start to perform better, and that is what is required here. Okay, please take the pressure of failure off from your shoulders. Stop worrying about the failure. Enjoy the process. This entire preparation is a very beautiful process. You will learn a lot of things. Okay, so I'm sure before coming to this UPSC preparation, you must be, if you are from a science background, you would have studied about the science. If you are from humanities background, you would have studied few subjects of humanities. But during the entire UPSC preparation, you will learn a lot of subjects in a holistic manner, which will make the entire personality better. For that, one has to enjoy this process. If you want to enjoy this process, please take off the pressure of failure. Enjoy the process first. And that will definitely give the best result.
Thank you so much, sir. So, aspirants, I hope this discussion helps you in managing your stress for UPSC preparation. And if you want to seek some professional help regarding it, do visit Student Wellness Center of VISION IAS. Thank you.